Good evening, everybody. Well, it's actually past evening, it's nighttime, but I'm not going to say good night because that's more like a close. I wanted to talk about anger and how I think people should manage it and channel it. So, I don't believe that meditation is a good response or a good solution or a good way to channel anger at all. I think that anger must be dealt with through aggression or destruction. Now, the title of this video is clickbait. I don't think that anger should necessarily be met with destruction. However, I do believe that instead of dealing with anger through meditation or deep breaths or closing your eyes or doing or counting your fingers and grounding yourself, all of that is a joke. I don't think that's a good way to confront your anger. When human beings get angry, what happens is the blood in our body is pushed to our muscles. That happens for a reason. For in a survival instance, if we were, let's say, 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago when we were cavemen, and let's just say we're walking with our baby caveman, Ooga Booga, or Mowgli, and we're walking with Mowgli through the Indian jungle, and a tiger pops out, or another caveman pops out and decides to, yank him from us. We're gonna look at that baby and be like, oh my gosh, I need to get that thing back. But the only way to get that child back is to defeat the aggressor. Now, if we didn't have anger, that blood in our body would not be pushed to our muscles, and we would not be able to deliver stronger blows. That's why when people are angry, they fight harder, and they're a lot more dangerous and violent because the blood in their muscles make them have stronger blows, makes them hit harder. So, having said that, if you are angry about something, the best way to relieve yourself from that is through physical exertion, whether that is lifting weights, biking, lifting logs, punching a punching bag, throwing shit, whatever you need to do it. For example, I remember one time I went on a month-long vacation to PR last summer. And I don't know what this conversation was about. It doesn't even matter. But I was talking, I was in the living room at the family's house in PR, and my brother was trolling me or something, or just trying to tick me off. I think we were playing a video game or something, and he just started ticking me off, and he wouldn't stop. Like, he would not stop, and he was probably going at me for 5 or 10 minutes, just trolling, ticking me off. And I was not in a position of leverage to do anything, so I just sat there and I'm like, alright, I'm pissed off. Like, I'm actually angry, but I'm not going to do anything. So I just sat there, and he keeps going at it for maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and he's just not stopping. And I can just remember myself sweating. Like, I got so angry that I started sweating, and because I wasn't doing anything with that anger and I'm just sitting there, my back was sweating, I was sweating out of my arms, I was about to start sweating out of my head. This is a real reaction to anger, and I've never felt that before when I was angry. Usually when I'm angry, I'm gonna yell, I'm gonna cuss, I'm gonna do something, but because I didn't do it, and I just held it in, which that is not healthy. If you're angry, Do not just push it down. That cannot be good for you. That cannot be a healthy thing to do when you're angry. You got to do something with that anger. And so I just remember doing that. Not a good idea. Don't recommend it. Now, a few months back, in the winter time, it's still winter, but maybe November, December, I was door dashing, right? And DoorDash GPS sucks. It sucks balls. It's not reliable. It's not even oriented. Like, the compass is just screwed up. And it kept leading me in the wrong direction, or I missed a turn and I kept missing turns, and I felt like I was being insulted by the app. I felt like the app was laughing in my face. So I'm on a main road and there's a gas station, and I'm getting so ticked off and I miss another turn, and I'm literally about to crash out, so I just pull into the gas station. There was a stereo, not a stereo, but a big speaker, like this big, a party speaker, in the passenger seat. So I get out, I go around the car, I pick up the I pick up the speaker and I chuck it on the ground at the gas station. I walk over to it, I stomp on it. I stomp on that, pick it up, chuck it on the ground. I go to the trunk, because I'm not finished. I open the trunk. I take the stupid little suction-y thing for the phone. You gotta put your phone in it so you don't get distracted and you don't look to your seat. I look at the phone, I put it on, it falls off. I was like, this is faulty. So I put it in the trunk. Go to present day. I pick up that thing. Slides across the ground at the gas station. I am in frenzy. I'm in like a state of just rage. I'm kicking the freaking speaker as I'm walking to the piece that I threw on the ground. I'm kicking it and I'm walking to the thing. I pick up the phone holder. There's a trash can at gas stations, right? I take off the cover of the trash. I put it over there. Throw it in the trash. Pick up the speaker. Throw it in the trash. After I stomped on it. I felt so relieved. And I do not regret doing it. I was doing this in front of people. I caused a scene. I am so glad that I did it, and I would do it again. I would do it again. Now, let me make it clear that I do not want people breaking stuff when they're mad. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, meditation is a scam. Grounding is bullshit. Counting your fingers and breathing. First of all, you look like a clown. Second of all, it doesn't work. What you need to do is use some sort of physical exertion. Get a baseball bat, go outside, and start hitting a tree. Because that is the only way your anger is going to go away. And not even that fully helps. I used to play Fortnite in 2020. I used to have trees in my driveway. I designated one of those trees to be my hitting tree. If I lost at Fortnite or I just raged, go outside, get the wiffle ball bat, bang, bang, bang. That didn't work. Now, I don't want people fixing their anger issues with violence, because you're not fixing it, you're making it worse. And I'm also not trying to tell people to not get mad. Don't get mad, it's not that big deal. Well, it doesn't work like that. You're going to get mad when you get mad. I don't think people should start boiling water on their stove, walk across the street to the river, wait until what the fuck am I even saying? Wait until the rowers go by, you splash them in the face with your boiling water. Ah! Ah! Wicked witch! Wicked witch! Wicked witch! You know what I mean? No. What you need to do is push. Throw stuff. Don't even feel bad. Go to your kitchen, grab a glass, throw it at the tree. You will feel all the weight will just be put off you. And I am tired of people looking down at this. I suggest you go to your local thrift store, Goodwill, buy a $1 mug, a $1 glass, bring it home, put it on top of your table, put it on top of your car, right? So you put the glass on top of your car, get a baseball bat or a golf club, go on top of your car, right? And do that, because that is the only way